Alright guys, here we are. These guys really don't like to give us a break, do they? Straight into the next one here of the TyRanT Wars. And we've got game number 8, which is a 1v1. But not any 1v1. This is a 1v1 between the Viper and Jordan23. Gonna be absolutely awesome here. Both of them sending their best, both teams even sending their best players forward here to fight it out for the next point. At the moment, the scores are 4-3,
Yes.
which is just, very close indeed. Just give me a sec, guys, real quick. Yeah, all good. Which is very close indeed. If the Viper wins this, it's going to go 4-4. If Jordan wins it, it's going to go 5-3. So down to the south of the map, in the blue, playing as the Mayans, we have got the Viper. And up to the north of the map, in the red, we've got Jordan23 playing as the Huns. So it's a Huns versus Mayan war. And these civs were chosen by the players here, and I think they were hidden as well. So they didn't know what civ they were going to choose before the game started. So that's a big deal. And I'm not surprised the Viper's chosen to play Mayans at all. He is probably the best Mayan player in the world at the moment. Jordan23, definitely one of the best Hun players in the world as well at the moment. He is by far, unquestionably a top Hun player. I mean, he is very comfortable with this civilization, and this is going to be an awesome matchup. So Jordan23 here representing TyRanT B, the Viper representing TyRanT A in the clash of the tyrants, in a sense. This is just awesome. This is so awesome. So let's have a look at their maps. Obviously the map here is Arabia, just to confirm that there. And I don't know if this is dry Arabia. But, oh man, Viper going to lose his eagle very quickly on there. And Jordan not going to let him get away with that. If you go too close to that TC, that is it. And that is a very early minor victory for Jordan23. And he is going to be very happy with that indeed. Obviously, if a Drush comes in from either of them now, Jordan's going to have an advantage because he's got the scout already. Which is something that's obviously going to turn the Drush in his favour if he micros it well. But that's if they drush anyway. Viper calling him a lamer, but hey, this is a tournament game. Anything goes, dude. Jordan, you can tell, quite quickly taking his boar now. Viper not stealing, of course, which is a good thing, but Jordan's might lose a villager. Jesus, that was so close. Jordan nearly losing that villager there. That was risque, but wow, 3 HP, that would have gone down in one more hit. But what was I saying? Yeah, we were going to take a look at their maps, weren't we? This is nice for Jordan. He's got back gold here. It's not too bad for him at all. He should be able to wall this off at the back quite easily, just with a wall off. And this side is not too difficult to wall. Only downside, I suppose, is his stone is out here, which means that if a Trush comes in, which, let's be honest, most likely isn't going to happen, then Jordan is going to be able to defend it. I don't know if you noticed that, guys. Do you see what Jordan did there? I know I just only showed it very briefly. But, okay, interesting.
Yes.
Viper's got problems. Viper was trying to put his barracks down there, and Jordan was running his scout around to prevent the barracks going up and delaying it. Viper's now putting his barracks down at 7 minutes, which is slow for a drush. You want to be doing it at 6:50, and 6:30 even, and I don't think Viper is going to drush now. I mean, he could do it still, but I think he might end up going 22 pop-up, because this is going to be a slow drush. He's lost his scout, Jordan's seen it as well, and Viper's actually walling up, so, maybe he is going to do a drush, but, yeah, he is, wow. He's still going to do it, even though it's late, and he's probably going to go for a drush fast castle by the looks of things, which is a bad-looking start for him. So Jordan there, laming him a little bit. I don't know if you could construe that as laming, really. And I think this tournament does have a no laming rule, so Jordan's got to be careful. But yeah, Viper calling him out on that one, and he did delay that barracks by a few seconds. So Viper going to do a drush here, but let's have a look at the maps again still. I've not had a chance to do this yet. Jordan's map is excellent. He's got such an easy wall off here. Left side so easy to wall, and you know, I think he's going to be absolutely fine. He's up to the feudal age now on 21 population, and the Viper sending out his drush across the map now quite late indeed. It's coming in at 9 minutes 30, which is, you know, at least over 30 seconds late. And Jordan has obviously scouted it out. He's got his scout cavalry there. He's trying to wall it up at the front a little bit. And by the time the Viper gets in, Jordan's going to be up to the feudal age. And he's going to have an archery range or a stable up. I think he's going to go stable straight away here. Which is an interesting choice. We'll discuss about that in a moment. But man, this game... this is unusual. The Viper walling up with a double palisade wall here. You just don't see that. But Jordan knows that he's walling. Jordan knows that he's nearly walled. And I think he's probably going to be, you know, a little bit cautious with making too many... I'm going to send chat off real quick because these guys are talking strategy. I think he's going to be a little bit cautious with making too many scouts. The thing is, in this position, with Viper walling up like this, it means that Jordan's scouts aren't going to be able to hit Viper as eco. Look at this, he's walled him out again. This drush from the Viper is absolutely ineffective at the moment. But yeah, I think my point here being that Jordan knows that Viper's fully walled. If he pushes out with too many scouts now and spends a lot of food on this, then it could be a little bit risky. Again though, Viper is walled out. His drush not able to do a single thing for now, and well, Jordan's looking decent. Viper on the other hand, he's up to feudal now on 32 population, and he is going to go for a Dark Age rush with a fast castle to follow it. Obviously, he has got gold in the back here. He doesn't have a ridiculously easy to wall map, but I mean, it's not too difficult. He's already walled it up, and obviously you see he's taking the deer on the right as well, which is a good indicator of a fast castle. In fact, pretty unfair because he's got 2 deer patches, which is obviously more than Jordan has, who just has the one at the back here. But Jordan, realizing that he's got the map control now, seeing that the Viper or the Wiper is fully walled, and I think this is the perfect position for Jordan to be in. I mean, he's got map control, he's going to be able to put the pressure onto the Viper now, and the Viper likes to have the map control. He likes to feel like he's, you know, in control of the game, and sitting behind his walls here, probably not the best thing for him, and especially not for his conscience. So there's the blacksmith and the archery range for the Viper going down now. Where's his stone though? Okay, he has got stone back here. He's probably going to want to start taking some stone soon, because the Viper will of course want to make some castles to make those plumed archers. That really is the strength of the Mayan army. But looks like Jordan's been pretty persistent here. He's going with 2 archery ranges and doing a standard flush, which I think is quite risky. Because obviously if the Viper does fast castle now, which he probably will do, you can see he's already clicked up, Jordan's going to be pretty much only fielding a feudal army, and he's not walled up yet. So, you know, he has got to be a little careful here. But it depends what the Viper does when he goes castle. At the moment, we're not seeing much military production from him at all. He is making a few archers, but he's only got 1 range. We will see if he adds in another any moment now. But if the Viper plays very passive and puts up 2 TCs very quickly, then, you know, could be a big problem for him. But it's not very often you get to see him do a drush fast castle. He usually does drush flush and then up to castle. But this is rather different indeed in this situation. So Jordan now with a few archers out on the front. I think he's kind of wasting his time with them though. He should be looking to go castle as fast as he can. And he is taking the deer at the back. He is taking plenty of gold as well. He's actually forced a stone wall here. So we could see a pretty long game if Jordan's already stone walling. But of course it will buy him some more time. Time that he actually really needs if the Viper's going to push straight out with crossbow. He's not actually hurt the Viper's economy, so although he's coming in now damaging this palisade, he's not hurt the Viper's eco at all. Viper's up to castle, and obviously he's going to be doing crossbow and archers very shortly. Let's just see the crossbow upgrade any second now, and obviously going to be able to push this one right back by the looks of things, especially once that bodkin arrow and crossbow upgrade gets done. So Jordan at the moment has got the advantage in numbers, but he's going to be out-teched very shortly as well. Now Bodkin arrow is done, he can attack from further away, and this palisade's going to go down. Jordan looking to get into the Viper's eco here, and sure, the Viper's got crossbow and bodkin arrow, but he's only got 4 archers on the field, whereas Jordan's got 2, 4, 6, 8. But it's enough to force Jordan back, and Jordan's not doing any eco damage at all at the moment. However, Jordan is going to go up to the castle age fairly soon. He's going to keep on with that archer production during his upgrade to the castle age also. And really, I think he's just going to stonewall it up now, end up having to play quite defensively, which is just not so good. I honestly think maybe he could have probably done a bit of a faster castle time here, but we'll see what he ends up playing it like overall. Viper now in a much better position. He wants to have the map control, and I think more so in the castle age as well. And Jordan had an idle villager here for quite some time, which is a little bit messy. They both need to really be on top form at this stage if they want to win this game, because they're going to give it their all. I think we could see quite a long game here. The stone walls from Jordan just, kind of confirming that in a sense. And, he's trying to wall it up as quickly as he can before these crossbows get here. But the problem is, he's gone up to the castle age now. He's walled his stone out of his base. There's no way he is going to get that... Oh, wait, there's a stone back here. Never mind. But there's no way he's going to get that second TC up straight away. He's not going to be able to do it. He's actually adding in another archery range now. And it looks like Jordan wants to get really aggressive right back at the Viper. And instead of booming up with 2 TCs straight away, or adding in 2 more TCs straight away, he is just going to try and go nice and aggressive, get that crossbow upgrade quickly, probably switch into some cavalry archers, maybe place a forward siege workshop, and push the Viper right back. But we can see already now that the Viper's got quite a lot of villagers on stone, 6 villagers right there, and that's a big deal because he's going to be looking to get those castles up soon. He's got a good hill on the front of his base. There's more hills on the center of the map which he can take as well, and I think really Viper's in a decent situation. It all comes down to now how well Jordan pressures him in the castle age. We see the forward siege workshop. Viper of course going to run straight into that, and wow, at the moment Jordan's out-teched, but once he gets bodkin arrow and once he gets crossbow, he is going to have the advantage over the Viper here. The thing is though, Viper sees this siege workshop, he knows that Jordan wants to get aggressive, and in doing so, well, straight away, siege workshop of his own, he's going to bring his own mangonels out to counter those of Jordan, but Jordan's coming in now, going to get a couple of villager picks, and I think these are going to be the first of the game. He's letting this one go. What's he doing? There we go. And focusing down that one as well. That's 2 villagers down for the Viper now. And if I'm not mistaken, Viper, yeah, still way ahead at the moment in villager count. He's got 47 villagers, and Jordan 23 has 39. So 8 villager difference, but Jordan's into his eco here, and he, as I said before, he needs to do that eco damage. He's looking to do it, and well, he might get a couple more villager picks, but I don't think he's going to get 9 villager picks here, which is how many more villagers the Viper has at the moment. But Jordan, I think with a larger army, I'm not sure, let me double check. Yeah, 1 extra military unit on the field, it's not a lot. And I think Jordan here, playing a little bit risky, to be honest with you, sticking on the 1 TC for now, second just going up, but the third's going to be a little while, and instead playing very aggressive with 2 mangonels coming out at the front. No mangonel for the Viper yet, but I'm sure he will be able to afford one in a moment, and we'll see if he brings one out. I guess it does also depend on when he sees Jordan's mangonels. But yeah, the Viper's looking in a decent situation. The scores do say that he's behind, but I honestly feel like he's ahead at this stage. He's bringing out a mangonel of his own now. And, the real question is, do the Mayans beat the Huns in the Imperial Age? Well, I guess it really depends what kind of build they go for. Obviously, if the Mayans go for plumed archers and rams, and the Hun player goes for cavalry archers, well, obviously the Mayans are going to come out on top there. But I feel like if they go for paladins, it can be extremely risky if the opponent masses up lots of plumed archers, because it's so more expensive to make paladins. And I guess if they go eagles and you go paladins, it's probably going to be okay. Or if you go cavalry archers. But we'll see what happens. The Viper now, 1 mangonel inside of this siege workshop. Jordan with 3 outside. He's looking to do the damage. But if Viper micros nicely, he might take out a couple of mangonels here. There's the mangonel out. Oh man, it gets taken down straight away. He's trying to build a second, but it's not going to come out in the time that Jordan gets this this siege workshop down, I don't think. So that's a big deal. Siege workshop going to be down. Viper trying to put a castle up here in defense. Not an ideal position. He really doesn't want that castle on the hill. And the mangonels now coming forwards. If Jordan can get this, then that's going to be great. He's looking for it. He sees the castle. And Viper actually moving away from the castle. He's not going to get the castle up, is he? No, he's got to get the castle up. He's got to. Or is he going to suicide all of his villagers here? If Jordan micros this, he's going to get so many villager kills. These are the villager kills he wants. And Viper, so close. The mangonel coming in as well now. And my god, he's not going to get that castle. 92%. And now both even in villager count. But the Viper's castle has been denied. And Jordan's into his base with mangonels and cavalry archers. My god, how close was that? 3 HP left on that mangonel though. Viper, of course, going to try and repair them up, but holy... Wow, that castle's so close, and Jordan clutch play there, just preventing it from going up. Now he's got a big advantage pushing in here. The Viper extremely defensive at the moment. And sure, he's got 1 mangonel in defense, but Jordan has 3 out here. Now only 2. And the Viper's going to rush the castle now. Could take a couple more hits, though. More villagers going to go down, that's for sure. But Viper getting inside that castle. The mangonels from Jordan will go down. And wow, not before that mangonel. In fact, he's sat so close here. There we go. Viper going to have to attack with the villagers. But there you have it. Jordan 23, excellent play, and such a defensive castle from the Viper. You don't expect to see that from him, but he had no choice, really, against those mangonels. So Jordan 23, excellent play, and now 3 rams in the siege workshop. Is he going to keep that pressure on? Just looking at the populations here, 60 to 71. Jordan's 11 population ahead. He's 4 population in villages ahead, and he's got 6 extra military units. But man, that was so good for Jordan. It really was. And he's still got some cavalry archers in the back here just to be a nuisance. We're going to get cleaned up now, though. There's no question about it. But yeah, the Viper playing incredibly defensively, really not what he wants to happen at all. And now obviously we're going to be watching very closely to see how the game progresses from here. Jordan now bringing in some knights mixed in with cavalry archers. Going to be very strong indeed. They're going to be able to deal with the mangonels very easily. And Viper not seeing this until now. Knights coming in. That mangonel will go down for sure. If Jordan targets it with the knights, it has to go down. He has got bloodlines, of course. He has got +2 defense, and another defensive castle from the Viper. Incredible stuff to see this. This castle again might be having a little bit of issues going up, because the Viper, of course, gonna try and wall himself in, but Jordan's in with the knights, and again he's gonna have to retreat from the castle, it seems, losing a load of villagers in the process. And Jordan's just laughing his ass off now, I bet, because Viper putting up these defensive castles, losing so many villagers doing it. And what has Jordan really lost? He's lost like 5 or 6 units in here. And, well, not 5 or 6. That's a bit of an exaggeration. He's lost 41 units overall. But even so, I mean, he's doing so much damage now that it just seems so worth it for him. Viper now with plumed archers out, though. The knights finally getting cleaned up, but he's being raided like crazy. And Jordan is just staying ahead. 4 rams now here. He's got all the intel he needs. Viper's got no idea what Jordan's eco's looking like. He's got no idea what he's up to. And Jordan still has a big lead in villagers as well. 7 villagers extra to the Viper at the moment. Viper, though, starting to get quite ahead in food. The question is, how is this going to turn out in terms of in terms of Imperial times. Viper quick walling up here though. Gotta quick wall that up, but the Knights might stop the wall. I think he's gonna get it. I think he's gonna get in. He's blocking it. There's a hole in the wall. And sure, it's making a big funnel. Obviously, the Viper here gonna really want to plug that gap. But Ram's coming in now, looking to take out that castle, I think. But I don't know if Jordan's got enough here. I think he might be getting a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too quickly. Though saying that, not a whole lot that the Viper can do here. Oh, that was good. Putting that wall up there. Not a whole lot that the Viper can do to stop the Rams, aside from this mangonel. But the Knights from Jordan going down pretty quickly here. And I feel like Jordan's getting a little bit ahead of himself. I feel like he wants to end this game quickly, when in reality he shouldn't be taking these risks. Because now he's lost those Rams, he lost a bunch of Knights as well, and he's actually not that far ahead in villager count anymore. And I'm a little bit concerned here, because Jordan seems to be playing a little bit riskily now, throwing away a few units, but at the same time actually he is still raiding at the back, still pushing the Viper off farms. But obviously Plumed Archer is just so cheap, so easy to mass up, and they are so strong as well. So able to counter a lot of what Jordan's throwing at him quite easily. But yeah, he's just trying to keep him open, try and keep him easily raidable for now. Jordan coming forwards with a castle on the front. Wow, he is so aggressive at the moment. But he is slower to the Imperial Age. He's about to click up to Imperial now. In about 2, 1, and Imperial. No, Jordan, there we go. Now he's up to Imperial Age. But Viper's already up on 25%. And that's a big deal, because those upgrades for the Plumed Archers are going to come in very quickly. And the Viper now just focusing on making a mass of army. He has got an extra 7 military units on the field. And yes, Jordan is coming forwards with towers and castles. And it looks like Viper's switching actually into Eagles here. Interesting decision by him. But I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. I mean, he's putting up barracks on the front, which usually says Eagles. But at the same time, he's still upgrading his plumes. So I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, Jordan just trying to hold this front area here. Keep Viper pinned in his base. And take that map control. Make sure he gets the extra gold piles. The question is the Viper going to push out once he reaches Imperial and take this castle down? Because if he does do that, then that's horrible. But of course, for Jordan, with this hill advantage, pushing down onto Viper is going to be much more easy. And now he's in again at the back with even more military. Viper now as well. I don't know if he's going Eagles or not, but it seems like he would be with the amount of barracks he's putting up, but no upgrades. So really strange indeed. A very strange mix. The Viper about to go Imperial now then. Jordan on 70-80%, so he's 20% behind. But it's really not that big of a deal. I think Jordan's going to be up fast enough here that he can deal with it. It seems like actually adding in skirmishes and doing elite skirmishes right now, which is an interesting decision. Because obviously, you know, it kind of like says, Jordan's not got a lot of gold. But to be honest, Viper's not got a whole lot of gold either. Jordan's still there with the population lead, and obviously Trebuchet is probably going to come out fairly soon once he can afford them. The Viper's already starting work on those Trebs though, he's already got 2 out. And I'm a little bit concerned now for Jordan's castle on the front here. I'm not sure he's going to be able to keep it up, but he is doing cap Rams straight away, which could really help him out if he pushes down here with Rams. So we'll see if the Viper can bust out of this situation. He's really trying to wall himself in quite desperately actually with these stone walls. I'm just concerned here that Jordan's castle might not stay up. Cap Ram is on 80-90%. Jordan doesn't seem too equipped with pushing here. He's not got a whole lot of military production. I suppose actually no, he has got quite a few archery ranges and he is going for a lot of skirms. But let's see, Cap Ram coming forwards now. The Mangonels for Viper here behind this are really going to help him out. Those Rams quite low on health already. Of course they're going to aim for the Trebuchets here, but the Mangonels doing a lot of damage, and I don't think those Rams are going to reach the Trebs. There we go, they are down. And Jordan, light cavalry, interesting build indeed, and this is a mistake, sending in these Rams one at a time, just asking for them to be killed off. But I don't know, he's not attacking the Trebs at the moment. That Ram going to go down, and Jordan's castle going to go down with it. It seems like that's it for him. The front has been lost with the castle there, but so has the Vipers. The thing is, Viper does still have a castle behind this, but his Plumed Archer production cut in half. And he's actually making Spearmen at the moment. Interesting. But I'm not sure. He's very population blocked, though. A lot of houses going up here. And the Viper has very little room to move. Cavalry Archers on the right side from Jordan 23. He's going to get a lot of villager picks here. He's not done Bracer yet, but it doesn't matter. These guys are so strong. 4 villagers, 5 villagers, maybe 7 or 8 going to go down here in total. And Jordan just getting a few picks, pushing him away from gold. And Viper is gold starved at the moment. He has no more gold income, I don't think. He's got no map control whatsoever. He's pinned inside of his base, and Jordan's taking the extra gold all over the map. This is looking excellent for Jordan 23. He's got an extra 40 population as well. And Jordan's making this almost look easy. It's crazy. Coming in now with the skirms. Got to be careful of those mangonels, remember. But, you know, there's a few knights in here as well for Jordan. And, well, not aiming to get another castle up right now, it seems, as well. But his eco is in good shape. He's done the Hussar upgrade, which means he can afford to spam Hussars and raid the Viper's eco. And the Viper now, siege workshops going up, and 2 castles inside of his base. But yeah, these scams going to be good for dealing with the Plumed Archers. But Viper does have the Halberdier, which are going to be good for dealing with Jordan's Hussars. So interesting game so far, but I can't help but feel Jordan's got this one in the palm of his hand. Unless the Viper can push out in the next few minutes, unless he can push out, that's going to be it, I'm afraid, guys, for the Viper here. He's being raided so much. He's lost this TC on the left-hand side as well. And he's just, you know, forced into a complete corner now. And Jordan's going in with this, these knights here and these guys. But I think they're on stand ground, which is a huge mistake. They're just cannon fodder there. Just cannon fodder. Wow. Funny thing is, though, Viper actually has a bigger military at the moment. He's got an extra 20 military units. And I feel like Jordan's really not keeping his foot on the gas in terms of military production. A lot of these military buildings are idle. Over on the front here, quite a few idle military production buildings. But Jordan really needs to get pop blocked, I feel. I mean, you know, he's got a lot of resources now. He needs to spend them quickly. But he's doing a great job of raiding at all sides. He's trying to push in at the front here. Should be able to do it with this hill advantage. And, well, the Viper's just switching into mass trash at the moment with these Halberdier. And, of course, well, the Plumed Archers aren't trash, but you know what I'm saying. They're not exactly expensive. Now Jordan with more siege workshops on the front. I'm surprised he's not tried to castle up a little bit more here. But even so, I don't think that's so necessary. More rams coming in and siege ram being done now. Once siege ram is done, Jordan's going to be in a great position. Ah, there we go. Another castle on the front, of course. Makes sense. Maybe he'll try and get one here as well, and on the right too. More units in on this right-hand side. Plumed Archers just doing so much damage though, so the Hussars not getting anywhere near to the Plumed Archers there. But it feels like this is becoming a war of attrition. Jordan 23 now with almost 2k gold. Well, he just spent it, but almost 2k gold there. Viper on 400, and he's only got this very tiny gold mine left on the right, and that's it. Then he's out. So Jordan now with these siege rams just demolishing these walls in a matter of seconds. And it's just very, very uncommon to see the Viper playing this defensively. It's almost painful for his teammates, I imagine, to see him playing like this. Jordan now looks like he's going to try and get a castle up over here on the left as well, or maybe a siege workshop and some stables. But look at this, he's making a little bit of a push. It's so choky though, which suits these Plumed Archers very well indeed. And in fact, no, he's going to tower this wood line and just, you know, reduce Viper's options even more. Just keep reducing them. The thing is, though, Viper still has a population lead. He's still got a larger army. But as soon as he pushes out, it's going to be difficult for him to actually really achieve anything. But it looks like he's going to aim to take down these castles now. Capped rams for the Viper as well at the moment. And I don't know, Jordan probably going to lose this castle pretty quickly if he doesn't move now. Needs to open this up a little bit because it's so choky. And that tower there in that wood line, not attacking any villagers yet. But yeah, I mean, he's coming in on the right. Viper even researching fortified walls. That says a lot about this game at the moment. And there's that Mangonel again, trying to deal damage to the Rams. Obviously a bit more tanky now. Some Cavalier coming in, and this is the push, I think, from Jordan. I think he's looking to make it work here. Cavalier getting into raid Viper's eco. The Rams, though, not really doing the right thing. They need to be pushing forwards, not attacking the walls back here. He's opened it up enough now to get in. He just needs to bring his Rams forwards. I think Viper now bringing his Rams in as well. Only cap Ram though, but Paladin has just been completed for Jordan 23, and he's in this wood line now as well. He's literally just got everything. Heavy cavalry archer, fully upgraded paladins, fully upgraded hussars. He's got more gold than you can imagine, and you know, he's got that spam now going. This is the push, and Jordan hoping now with this push that he can win the game. He's got the hill advantage here. Of course, he's got the skirms in the mix as well. Cavalry archers on the hill also, and well, with paladin done as well, Jordan 23 is going to be in such a good position pushing into this. Viper with no gold left at all really. He's got 300 and it's not really going up very quickly. He's been opened on the right hand side. He's been towered on the left, and the front of his base has a gaping hole in it. But even so, his plumed arch is standing in there quite strong, looking pretty good, not taking too much damage for now, and Jordan 23 doesn't feel like he has enough to push still, I feel. I mean, he's making the push, he's trying to spam as many units in as he can, but I still feel like he's kind of lacking some units here. He's down to 180 pop, Viper on 153, but the stream of units just keeps coming. And Jordan 23 looking to pin the nail in the coffin of the Viper here, I think. Taking every gold spot on the map, got every upgrade that applies to him, forcing Viper off of this last gold, and Viper's population now plummeting as Jordan pushes in more Rams, and I think the Rams here are really what is going to win the day, because the plumed archer is going to be drawn to the Rams as Jordan pushes in behind with the cavalry archers, and I think that's going to be it in just a moment's time. The right side, Viper losing so much, still so open to the cavalry archers here. And meanwhile in the middle, Jordan's still pushing forwards with those Rams, still taking out those Trebs, and Viper ever more backed into a corner here. And I think Jordan 23 gonna make this series go to 6-5 as he continues to just relentlessly push now. And I think that this is all that the Viper has left. These plumed archers is it, and that's it. The GG from the Viper. Very well played, Jordan 23. And you know, he had that game so well in the bag. I mean, really. I mean, he took so much map control the entire game. He had the Viper backed into a corner. He took every additional gold spot, and he was just completely dominating that in the end game there. But, you know, for a while I thought the Viper might have pushed him back, but with so little gold, with so much raiding coming in, he just couldn't. And I bet he was using the market a lot that game as well. And what a game that was. Well done, Jordan 23. Takes another win for TyRanT B now, and they're now still 2 points in the lead over TyRanT A. So let's come out and go to the next game.